up, y'all? How you guys
What's up,
doing?
everybody?
Welcome back. Episode 6 of the Heroes and Mutants podcast.
Glad to be here.
Oh, man.
Super glad to be here.
Super glad. How you guys feeling? You know, you
Feeling
guys
good, man.
feeling
Staying
good?
safe. If y'all
Staying
notice,
safe,
we're wearing
practice-
masks.
practice
Yeah,
social
exactly. I
distancing.
see it. I'm
I
proud
know
to see
we're
you
all
guys
staying
doing
at
that.
home, but we're doing this for you guys.
Mhm.
As much protection as we can for you guys.
Putting
We're
out
bringing
that
you guys the
awesome
best.
superhero content that you guys desperately
Yeah,
need
man.
in times
Yeah,
like
man.
this.
We're
Thanks,
trying
man,
to
so
keep
much
you
for
up
the
to date.
support. Keep supporting
Most
us.
definitely.
Keep watching us. Keep
Subscribing.
subscribing, liking, sharing. Don't forget, Higher Passion Entertainment brings you the best. We also have hip hop, sports, whatever you guys are into. Just go watch us, support us. We're here to
Please.
help.
Awesome. So we dove right in. I'm
Mhm.
Ruben. I'm here with my co-hosts
Nick.
Nick and Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
All right. Awesome. All right. So you guys ready to do this for the peeps?
Let's do it.
Go.
Okay. So Julie Bennett, I don't know if you guys heard
Oh,
the voice
yes.
of Aunt May in Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s and also came out in Adventure of Superman.
Yeah.
She also played Cindy Bear and
She
Yogi
dies.
Bear.
Yeah, exactly,
She
right?
pa-
She
yeah.
did. So she
Mhm.
dies at the age of 88
Oh, man.
due to
Uh,
coronavirus,
Yeah,
Rest-
you
rest in
know?
peace.
Rest in peace.
Man.
Rest in power. We love you. We all grew up with the Spider-Man
Mhm.
cartoons.
Yeah,
so
especially
all
in the
support,
90s, you
especially
know?
the 90s.
Yeah, man, it's sad to hear
it's
that.
a big
like,
hit. We're
like-
losing so many people. Outside of the topic too, Bill Withers, legend in the music industry. He
Yup,
passed away too.
Yup.
Rest in peace. We're losing so many people. We just gotta love everyone who's around
Well,
us.
we just gotta, take advantage of the time we have.
With everybody.
2020
Yeah.
hasn't been easy on us,
No,
but
it's been rough already.
we gotta make the
like
best of
Zombieland
everything.
says, enjoy the little things.
Always, man. It's always been like that.
Like
I
Joe
don't know.
Dirt says, life's a garden, dig it. It's my favorite saying. Life's a garden, dig it.
David Spade, shout out David
Yeah,
Spade.
shout out
Oh
David
man,
Spade.
hilarious, dude. But yeah, man. I mean, just because we're on the topic, it
It's
sucks.
hard,
What's
man.
going on? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like I know we're out here right now, but we are keeping safe. You
Practicing
guys got the
social
mask
distance
and
measures.
everything, social
Yeah, social
distance.
distancing. It's just something.
Other than that, yeah, just keeping you guys
in our thoughts, man.
up in
Stay
our
safe,
thoughts.
you
Yeah,
know.
stay
Prayers,
safe.
Spirit.
We all hope we get through this. We're
Yeah,
all in
and
this
we will.
together.
We
You know
will.
what I'm saying? Not trying to,
We're all here to
sound
support each
cheesy
other.
and
We're all
shit,
here.
but
Yeah, as much as
yeah.
it sounds, that's what we have to do out
Yeah.
there.
Flatten
Be
that
together.
curve.
we're in this
Flatten
together,
that
man.
curve.
None of this greedy,
Bullshit,
rowdy shit.
don't-
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We
If
all
we're
need-
in it,
We're in it
all
together.
one, yeah,
Exactly.
that's the only way we're gonna get through this. But moving along. We're out here for the all
Yeah.
heroes, everything,
Mhm.
mutants,
course.
Always.
villains. Ooh, so Spider-Man 3, due to this coronavirus, it's been postponed.
It got
Production has
postponed,
been
yeah. It
delayed.
was
Mhm.
supposed to be starting in July, I believe. So
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, it has. And what do you think the fallout from all this and all these delays and the movies being pushed back? Do you guys feel is this gonna be like a big going into the future? You guys feel like it's gonna be a big effect on cinema?
Well, before that, I do have this update for you guys. Everyone who is
Oh,
into
all
the whole
right,
Marvel
Josh with the
universe. I know
update.
since
Nice,
we are
nice.
getting delayed, we did just get new recent release schedules for all the Marvel movies that are coming in.
Yeah.
Hit
I've
us
seen
with
that.
the update, Josh.
Yeah,
Hit us with the
Black
update.
Widow, unfortunately, it was supposed to come out this
A lot of
month.
movies are
a
supposed
lot
to
of
come
support
out this year,
But
man.
Black Widow did get pushed back to November 6th, 2020. Eternals, unfortunately, pushed back to February 12th, 2021. Shang-Chi, May 7th, 2021.
All right.
Doctor Strange 2, November 5th, 2021. Thor Love and Thunder, February 18th, 2020. Black Panther 2, May 8th, 2020. And Captain Marvel 2, July 8th, 2020. It's all
Damn.
in the 8s.
Damn. All
Yeah,
right.
but everything got pushed
So what's
back.
the latest one? Could you repeat
The
the last
latest
one?
one is Captain Marvel, July 8th, 2020.
2020.
I feel like
Wait,
those-
2020.
2022.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
about to say,
Honestly,
damn.
I feel like those don't really get affected because they still haven't even started production yet.
Yeah.
So I think those are the most
Okay,
current
okay.
ones that we got to worry about is Black Widow, Eternals. Would that change the timeline for the MCU, especially since everything is being pushed back? What do you guys think?
The fallout. I don't know. I have a couple opinions. What do you think, though, Nick?
I think it was pretty much guaranteed at this point because they had already pushed back Batman, Shang-Chi, and then we had hear all these movies were getting pushed back. So I think that was a given at this point. But I'm not exactly sure what exactly the fallout will be. I think they just have to shift all their plans back, and hopefully, if we're able to flatten the curve and things are hopefully going to be resuming as normal, hopefully by like September or even sooner. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like, those movies that that haven't really been affected because they're a little bit longer
In the
on the
future,
production.
yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They haven't even begun pre-production yet. I think if these movies, if it can pick up as normal pretty soon, or like by September, October, I think things are going to be fine. But I don't
Yeah.
exactly know what that's going to mean for the
Well,
state of
Venom
the
2
MCU.
still has the same release date, so hopefully
That's what I like
they're,
about
they're,
it
they're
because
staying
it's out in the
positive
fall
with it,
date.
they're
You know what
supposed to
I'm
be
Yeah.
saying?
October, even though
They're
it's something
keeping their hopes
aside
up.
from it.
Keeping their
keeping
hopes up.
Morbius, I know, is getting pushed back to early October, I believe so too.
I don't really care about that one, but
I mean, it still affects
Fun.
the
It's still-
Spider-Verse,
it-
Jared
yeah.
Leto, he's going to be the best vampire and
Jared-
Joker ever.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know about that Joker shit. But
I don't know.
No,
He's the
not
best.
Joker,
Like,
but-
if Pablo Escobar was a Joker, that would probably be him.
I
Yeah.
prefer Pablo. Pablo was a little better though. Props out to Pablo,
Oh.
though, man, dude. I mean, I'm not out here promoting this. You
Nah,
know,
you definitely
Yeah.
are.
nah, dude. You just gotta be smart. See, that's what I think. Talking about being smart,
Mhm.
I think that's what all these movie and productions gotta do. They're playing it was a game of
Yeah.
checkers, and I think it moved into a game of chess. They gotta
Yeah.
be strategic. They gotta know when to release it and when
Yeah.
not to release
And it also
it.
goes back to the subject that we did talk about last week. We were talking about either Black Widow going to the Disney Plus. Now we do see that it got moved to
It just
November.
got
No,
pushed
no,
back.
no,
So it
another release
confirms
date.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
later
release date. So
release
you know
date.
their main focus on it is making
It's
sure
trying
it's
to
a
be cinema. Yeah.
blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, especially if they
Blockbuster.
want to make back everything that they spent in production. I know they did.
Yeah,
waste
so
a
that's why they
lot,
like
so-
Nick said, he's like, I wouldn't agree with them doing
Yeah.
it on, a little TV series or
Mhm.
something, or
Yeah.
promoting on Disney Plus, I should say,
Yeah.
because for the people that already have it, they lose out on that money if for the people trying to buy,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it does have some sort of a fallout, minor fallout. I mean,
Yeah.
they were expecting to make that money right away,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
of the release dates
But
and all that.
unfortunately, due to the
But now they got to be a
circumstances-
little patient. Not only the directors, producers, or whoever invested on that.
Right,
Even
right.
the actors are the ones that I think get a little affected the most because they were expecting all this money or depending on their payday.
Man, they're doing fine.
But
Mostly.
other than that, other than that, they had nothing to worry about. They already had their millions or whatever. But I just think the fallout of it all, the main majority that affects it is just money wise and
Mhm.
time. Because people are already expecting it. And now with all this going on, it's like, damn, it's getting pushed back. Now we got to
Exactly.
be more
Yeah.
patient. So you got to be patient with the time frame of the movies, but then you also got to be patient with the time.
But us as
and
fans,
everything
we
going
have to also not give any backlash to it. Like these. Are
Yeah,
hard
it's not
times.
their
We
fault.
have to be
Yeah, it's
understanding
definitely
to what
not their
everything's
fault,
going
you
on.
know?
We're
Exactly.
still gonna get the
Gotta be
movies
understandable.
eventually. Let's just use it as a time to get more excited for it. They might drop little teaser trailers. They might drop
Yeah.
little things that'll get us excited for it.
So I think that's something for us to look forward to. You know what
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
exactly.
like real fans, like it might be like a backlash, like oh shit, like damn, we gotta wait a little longer. But
Exactly.
if you're really excited about it, like oh man, it's even gonna be I wouldn't even say 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as much. It would be like probably 10 times excited as much now
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we haven't had
true.
anything to see because we haven't been able to go out and things like that. You feel
Mhm.
me? You feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm the fallout it sucks.
But
But
it's
we
still
got something to
hopeful.
expect,
We
the
just gotta stay hopeful,
hopefulness
Yeah,
and
that's all we-
excitement.
that's all we
Just
can
stay
do, really.
hopeful
Yeah.
and expect that
Yeah.
excitement,
Yeah,
And
I mean,
uh,
also I believe
I
Venom
would-
2. They should be dropping a teaser trailer too. I did hear that they finally sent the trailer to like globally
Yeah.
for other people to start putting the subtitles to their things. So
Oh,
hopefully, once
okay,
they get
okay.
that accomplished,
Yeah,
we
I'll
get to
give
see
it
at least a little
another-
teaser for that.
What are we in? right
Even
now?
though-
No,
April.
We're still
April.
Yeah.
April now.
Yeah, I'll give it till maybe early June
for
for
2.
Venom to release their trailer.
I think they should. If it should be smart to drop it early. I know it's still a very time frame to it, but it's something to get us excited, especially through the times that it is. Even if it's just a teaser, it doesn't have to be a full trailer.
But
Just give us something.
It makes sense to do that, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it too soon
No, not
because
too soon, you know that.
because just like you said, the time frame and all that,
It could end
They're
up
saying
getting
it's
pushed back a lot
October,
earlier.
right?
Yeah.
October 2020
Yeah,
this
they
year.
still have-
So I wouldn't want to release something too soon because what if all this does get prolonged?
Yeah,
They don't
but,
want to
you
look
already
like.
already got a taste of Venom, so
Yeah.
you already
Mhm.
got that little.
Well, we got more
you
than
your
enough.
foot in
We
at
already got.
least.
Well, we were talked about it like 2 weeks ago. How we already got that footage
But
of
their
Woody
photos,
Harrelson. And
yeah, but I mean, those are
photos
just
is
photos. But
photos,
seeing a trailer
man.
instead of a photo is much better, in my opinion.
But see, that's why I don't expect
Yeah,
anytime soon.
I mean, hopefully we do get.
but we'll
them, though.
see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Like I
we'll
said,
see. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm excited for what's to come.
Yep.
I just hope this doesn't drag out too long.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Woody Harrelson.
Get it right, it's Carnage.
But I think we were talking
And
about
also
Woody
release
right now.
dates. Anyone who has the DC app, Harley Quinn season 2 started today.
Oh, it did. Oh,
Season
okay.
1 has been
Damn.
going on
That's
already.
something I
Kaylee
did not know
Cuoco
about.
plays the voice of Harley Quinn. You guys might
That's
know her
really
as
interesting.
Penny from Big Bang Theory. She kills it. She kills it for sure. Yeah, she
Wait,
kills
so
it.
what is she
She's Harley
portraying?
Quinn.
What?
Kaylee Cuoco's Harley Quinn.
All right. So
Harley
I ain't
Quinn.
gonna lie. This
And it's cool because it's like
caught me off
it's
guard. I did not
graphic,
expect it.
it's vulgar. You get like it's just the whole Harley Quinn series, which is really
Damn.
good. Yeah, if
That's
you guys haven't
awesome.
watched it, get update to it.
I'm gonna have to
Season 2
keep up.
just
Yeah,
started.
I honestly this caught me like off guard. I
Mhm.
did not
Yeah,
expect
I
it.
haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah, I haven't
DC
seen
has
it.
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
have
good
to
stuff
keep up
coming
with
out.
it,
DC
or I'm gonna have to
animated movies
catch
should be
up with
coming
it. I
out,
should
yeah.
say. And talking about something new in a series and all that. How do you guys feel about or your thoughts on the possible X-Men animated series coming out?
I heard talks about it. Heard them wanting to reanimate a new series of X-Men. Hopefully, it's a different take from the '90s. We already have that one. That one's a beloved show for sure. It's already iconic.
Yep.
I mean, we might get a different aspect of it. Seeing, I mean, I know Disney Plus did update the icons for all the X-Men characters.
Yeah.
They do look more like animated as like the What If series. So we hopefully see maybe X-Men in that series as well, or we just see an animated version of the X-Men in that aspect. But they have so much room to go just to expand whatever way, new storyline. It's new X-Men. Marvel has multiple ideas, but we hopefully they do an X-Men. I would be excited for that.
Okay. Nick?
I mean, because we haven't Marvel really hasn't focused on animated for a long time, so I
Oh,
think that would be
definitely
really cool
not.
to
Yeah.
actually see, especially X-Men, because it's a big group of people, and you have this core group, and there's a lot of stuff that they can do with it. And I was just besides like the What If series that they're doing, I don't really think they have like anything else planned as far as an animated series goes. So just interesting to see like what they do with it, compared to like what we had with X-Men, the animated series from the
Yeah.
90s. And just seeing like what they like, I'm just more kind of curious to see what they do with it and how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I guess that's what I like about one. I wouldn't say like because I don't know what to expect, but I guess that's the best part about it because when you don't know what's coming,
Yeah.
it could go either way. So I'm hoping I get caught off guard and
Mhm.
I like it
Right.
because they could do, like you said, you guys were saying they could do anything with it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could be,
They
even
don't
though
have-
it's an animated
Mhm.
series, they don't have. I don't.
There's
I'm
no
not sure
restriction
if
how
they have
crazy they could go.
exactly.
They
That's
have-
the word I was looking
yeah.
for. I'm not sure if they have any
No,
restrictions
it's
to
an
what they
animated
can do.
series. It's an
Well,
animated
where
series. They could go
yeah,
any
but
way
they always go
want
to. It always depend on the rights of the characters and how they portray it, whether it's animated or cinema. You know what I'm saying?
Disney already
It
has
still
full
depends
control
on the
of it,
right.
so it's
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm saying. That's what I like about that. So they could do anything. They could either keep it an MCU timeline, whether it's animated or not, which I wouldn't want that. I would not freaking like that because it wouldn't be cinema, because they do the
Mhm.
MCU,
Right.
but they could still the way they're doing it with Disney Plus. It's not freaking a cinema anymore. It's a TV series or
Right.
Disney Plus series. So it's like they could do the same thing with the animated series.
Right.
They could enforce it, not enforce it, but they could put it into the timeline or maybe
Exactly.
not. So
Yeah.
they could do anything with it. That
just-
timeline.
Yeah, you're building a new story.
They're
so that
building a new
story could
story.
correlate to
They
what
could
the MCU
they
is
could bring in
doing.
new characters. That's what I'm hoping they do, though. I know moving on forward with the X-Men, anything could happen at this
Mhm.
point.
They should be
As
getting
a
introduced
matter
very
of
soon,
fact, I hope
hopefully.
they do introduce some
They might
main
introduce
characters, but not major
I don't know about-
characters.
I don't know about
That-
main characters,
that's
but I
what-
know
yeah.
they might just be introducing what that mutant aspect is. Maybe we'll have
Exactly.
people
Yeah.
that we know are mutants. So that's just like the barely introduction to it. Maybe
So that's
sooner or
where it
later.
goes back to this animated series. So see, that's where I don't know if they're communicating with each other, I should say. TV series and cinema. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Who knows if
Yeah.
these writers, directors, or whoever's producing
Whoever,
these
yeah.
these new series are trying to if they're colliding with each other or communicating, like I should say.
Still
Right.
something to hope for.
If
maybe
they're,
still
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
The way they're
confirmation.
working, the way they're
Mhm.
working along it, and I'm excited though. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to see
Oh,
what
yeah,
happens.
Hearing those
Yeah, me
stories
too.
makes you
cinema,
excited. Yeah, especially.
and exactly. So I want to see if they're gonna try to bring it into this modern MCU day,
we'll see.
or if they're just gonna try to go their own way and try to do a new timeline.
Yeah,
So
that'd
either
be-
way,
that'd be
I'm cool with
interesting.
it.
That'd be more
Either way, I'm
interesting,
cool with it.
yeah.
It would be more interesting if they did go a different way. And I'm just excited. I'm
Yeah,
really
me too.
excited. All right. Yeah. Is
X-Men
that all
for
you guys'
life.
thoughts
Yeah.
on that topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
All right, cool. Let's go on to the next one. What do you guys think about the Mortal Kombat? Talking about animated, let me continue with this next question. Let me rephrase that. What do you guys think about the Mortal Kombat animated movie preview?
It looked really good. I saw the Red Band trailer, so
graphic.
Red Band is the best way to always watch it. You
Yep.
get the rated R
'Cause
version, so
you
you
get-
get to
yep.
see basically, like you said, the vulgarness. You get to see the fatalities and the
graphics,
graphics.
all the
Graphicness.
blood, all
Yeah.
the real,
It-
what you feel is realistic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Compared to the games that we've.
Yeah, it's called Scorpion's Revenge. I know it's gonna be like a whole new series of like just the whole tournament. You're gonna see Scorpion, everyone who liked Johnny Cage. What else?
Dude, all the
Everyone,
original
all the
characters,
originals,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone we grew
dude.
up
We
with
had
too.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero comes out, Liu Kang, all of
Mhm.
them, all the original people that we seen back in the 90s, early maybe late 90s, early 2000s that we seen in the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah. And seeing that in that graphic aspect is always great. Especially since it is Mortal Kombat. We are used to playing the games. We are used to seeing those fatalities in the video games.
And those
Yeah,
are
exactly.
It's
already
the
like
main focus
animated,
of the game. That's
those
what you want
already
to get
look-
to.
Yup.
That's the main special. You want to see it. You want to hear that freaking voice say fatality.
There you go,
Just
yeah.
fucking get it.
Finish 'em.
Yeah.
Dude.
Now seeing it in an animated series, they've had a couple. I know.
Well, it's a movie,
early-
not a series.
Oh,
yeah,
the
it's a movie.
yeah.
It's a movie. Yeah, it's a
I'm
movie.
excited to see that. Very excited.
How you feeling about it, Nick?
Well, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. It took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting it. They have the movie coming out. Well, whenever
They're on
that's
the works. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
in the
I think
works.
The
they,
live
they,
action
they already
one.
finished production, but it's just like I just am more confused on like why this is because they have like it just seems like it's going to be like a retelling of like the first tournament. And it makes sense, of course, it's going to be based on
Okay.
Scorpion because he's like the mascot of,
Mhm.
of Mortal Kombat of NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah.
So it's just more interested to see like what it like if it's just going to be some like is it going to take it in like another direction because they kind of already did that with the rebooted Mortal Kombat
Mhm.
game from 2011, Mortal
True,
Kombat
true.
9. So I'm just more like curious. I'm just more kind of questioning like what are they exactly gonna are they gonna do with the storyline from here?
I believe it's releasing this month too.
Oh, it's
Let me-
releasing this
Oh,
month.
is it really?
Let me check. real
So
quick.
what is it dropping on?
That I don't know, but let me check it out.
I would appreciate if you looked it up just so we know just so I know, we know, our peeps know listening
It's going to
out
be
there.
distributed by Warner's Home Video production company, New Line Cinema, Atomic Monster Production. Initial release will be April 12th, 2020. So we should be
Ooh,
seeing
a couple
it
days
in about 2 weeks.
9 days.
No,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
9 days,
like-
yeah.
9 days?
a week.
A week and a quarter, maybe.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
okay.
to get
Well,
you guys
damn.
excited for.
Yeah, I actually am. I'm a big. Okay.
Makes me want to go home and play the games now.
I really like Mortal Kombat. Watching
Yeah.
it growing up, playing the video games and all that. I'm more of
Exactly.
a Sub-Zero. I'm
Sub-Zero?
more of a Sub-Zero
It's
fan.
dope.
Mm,
But Scorpion's cool. I guess.
I got Scorpion.
I guess. I guess it's cool.
They'll
Get
have their
over
moments.
here. But nah, it's all cool. It's all cool. Yeah, I'm just excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just excited about what's to come. It's actually been a while since we
Seen any
seen something
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat,
stuff,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
since seen
Well,
Mortal Kombat.
besides the games.
Besides the game,
besides
yeah,
the game,
exactly.
You
So
know, they,
whether
they,
it's
they have,
action
they,
movies
they
or
have the
live
movie.
action,
They have the movie
yeah.
coming out. So
Damn.
they had the web series. The last thing I think they did, like in the media or besides the game, was that live action YouTube series.
Yeah. Oh, the live action YouTube
but
series.
that was like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah,
So
that thing was good. For the year that we watched,
For
that
the
it
year.
came out, it was really good production, especially
Damn.
for YouTube.
It's crazy how back then we thought, all right, it's cool, But now with the technology we have now,
Yeah.
we kind of feel like, damn, it could have been a little bit better, right?
No, but I mean,
Well, I mean, it was
getting
for-
the
But I
it was
best of both
appreciate it.
worlds.
No,
But
it
I
was good for the
appreciate it.
time.
That's why,
That's
like,
just
I
all we had at
appreciate
the
that
time,
what we
so-
had. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate it. I never neglect it because otherwise we wouldn't be where we are today if we
Mhm.
wouldn't have been supporting
Yeah.
what they had back then.
Like I
you
said,
know what
we
I'm
got
saying?
to enjoy that, so we're getting
Yeah.
the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
I never
The
take it
new
for
and the
granted.
old. Yeah,
Yeah,
of
the new-
course.
But damn, I'm looking forward to everything
Oh,
that's
yeah.
actually
Mortal
coming
Kombat.
Yeah,
in the
me too.
future. Man, I love
They're
it.
bringing
I
back
love
our
it.
childhood freaking cartoons and bringing.
I think they're not that they're bringing it back, but I think they're just portraying it better, or they're
Rebooting them.
rebooting it, or they're making it the way we were expecting it back then.
Mhm.
or the way it should be made?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll
All right.
see.
Yeah, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, right? But so far I'm not too, I guess it's more what 85-15, or how do you guys feel about the way they've been making movies and animated series? Do you guys feel like you're happy with the way they've been making them lately?
Well, in terms of like what though, like video game movies? Because no.
No. Just in general, video games, TV series, and movies. It's completely out of
Just
Yeah,
overall, the
complete-
aspect of all the things that are coming out.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like
10, maybe like an 8. I could give it an 8,
Out of
especially
10,
with
an
everything
8.
Marvel, DC, CW, everything that's bringing out stuff.
especially with the way technology is nowadays too?
I mean, CW shows are cheesy, but even though they're superhero wise, we still get to enjoy that aspect of it.
Hmm.
But I would say 8 out of 10. They're doing very good still. I don't.
As
think
far as
they-
production values,
production.
production quality is definitely getting better
Mhm.
and like more accuracy to like how the characters are portrayed in the comics.
no, of
So
course,
just better
Awesome.
that's
technology.
important. The storyline's
Okay.
important.
Yeah, storyline is important, or at least characters. They're the character storyline, right?
Mhm.
If it's not gonna be a legit comic,
Out of the comic, yeah.
parallel, storyline, at least make the character portray the way it should be
Mhm.
portrayed,
Right.
right?
Yeah, of
Awesome.
course.
Awesome. All right, cool. So moving on to our next topic.
What is it? Let us know.
Who do you guys think is the best female villain? And this is just in overall. It doesn't matter if it's a TV series, a movie, anything like that.
For me, I would have to go back to the Gotham, Jada Pinkett Smith as Mooney.
Mooney?
Yeah,
Mooney,
she
Mooney
she
Fish?
was in there. Yeah, Fish Mooney. She was in there.
Fish
Season
Mooney.
1, season 2. We thought she died, came back.
Damn.
Her portrayal is amazing. She's as great as an actress as Will Smith
Yeah.
is an actor.
Yeah,
Both
most
of them,
definitely.
they're
Great
both a
performance.
great power couple for sure. Like her,
Oh, hell yeah.
her interpretation of Fish Mooney was great. Gotham was a really great show. For people that didn't watch it or said it wasn't that good, you guys have to go back. Give it that opportunity. But Fish Mooney would be my favorite villain for
Fish
sure.
Mooney. Okay.
Yeah, and it's not a super.
I did
it's
like it
not a
because it's
super-
more
she
recent.
not a
Yeah, no,
superpower,
she was a
you know,
super villain,
like,
but
she
it's a
was
villain.
just-
Yeah,
was
she
just
was.
the G.
Gotham, though,
She was
so-
just
She
the
was,
G.
yeah,
She
she was for the
didn't care.
streets, dude. She
Yeah.
didn't care,
Come on,
man.
Penguin
It's
was a bitch in
Gotham.
there,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Gotham.
She made Penguin.
What about
basically.
you, Nick?
I'm gonna have to go with Lady Shiva. She hasn't really
Ooh,
been
Lady
accurately portrayed, or
Shiva,
you
okay.
haven't seen a portrayal of
I
her in the
haven't,
media
yeah.
I
yet.
haven't either.
I haven't.
But as far as like, she's appeared in like, she was in like Arkham Origins, I think.
Yeah.
That was about it. But just seeing her in the comics and her interactions like with Batman and the Bat Family, and just the fact like she pretty much learned. She's like an expert in the field of body language and reading body language, so she like is able to do these crazy like pretty much be a step ahead of her enemies, and it just mainly fights hand to hand. And I'm more into like those realistic kind of people who, especially because of the fact she's deep seated in martial arts and is just very deadly, very cunning, despite the fact that one of the greatest martial artists in the DC universe. And even though she's like top 3 there, and has beaten Batman on like several occasions, and just the fact like even she's just incredibly deadly and just like that, like she's just awesome. I really hope we get to see her
That would be
actually
dope.
portrayed in like
That
a
would
movie
be
or
really
or
dope.
show or something.
All right, all
about you,
right. Yeah,
Rubes?
nah, dude.
Ruby
Me,
Rubes?
I actually have a couple of opinions. I actually don't have a favorite. I mean, if I were to go, all right, so I really like Wolverine, as you guys know, but so I would go X-Men, and there's actually a couple because they're anti-heroes, and it would be Jean Grey or Mystique. I would go Jean Grey more because she's more powerful than Mystique.
Yeah, well,
But I
Well,
really like,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
well,
is-
yeah,
Phoenix
the
is
Dark
just a whole nother
Phoenix. Yeah, the
story.
Dark Phoenix. Still Jean Grey though. You can't deny that it's still Jean Grey. But yeah, it would be the Dark Phoenix.
Who played a
or
better
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Sophie Turner or Famke Janssen?
No, they were both trash.
I ain't gonna lie. Damn. I don't want to call her out like that, but yeah, I don't. Sophie.
great
I think
actresses,
Sophie,
just-
yeah, they're
They're
great
great
actresses.
actresses.
Yeah,
Just
they're great
the
actresses.
way they told that story and the way that they wrote those characters.
Yeah, I just think that's what it had to do. I agree with you.
Their
Nick.
portrayals,
I just think
basically,
they're
then,
not,
right?
not
No,
the
they were good, but-
portrayals because they did good portrayals for the way the storyline was, but I just don't
They
like the
didn't tell 'em in the best
storylines.
way,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. They didn't tell it in the best way, or you know what I'm saying? They made them as powerful as we know they are, but
There
for the
wasn't much
way,
storyline to it,
there
kinda,
wasn't
to
so much
it.
storyline to it. Like especially in the most recent one, with Sophie. Like, okay, we
She
knew,
killed that role,
we
though.
knew,
I
we
love
knew.
that as
Yeah,
Jean.
she did. But like I said, it's not her fault that the storyline went that way.
Mhm.
So she just did the best she could with the way the storyline went. So we knew that they're powerful. They're as power one of the most powerful mutants in the X-Men universe. And I just don't like the way that, like you said, they didn't portray or they didn't tell enough storyline to
Mhm.
it. Because,
Exactly.
dude, like,
They didn't bring us in. They didn't draw us into that whole
yeah,
Dark
so
Phoenix
like,
saga either.
Professor X, in these freaking Days of Future Past movies and all that, like he already knew Jean Grey was already as strong as she was, but they never really gave a backstory to it. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, well, what's the true meaning to her powers and why is she the way she is? That they tried explaining it in
Mhm.
this recent movie, but they didn't do it the way
The
they should have
greatest
done
way.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Jean,
I
Just
feel
River
like it's
Phoenix is
worse
one
than
of
the
your
greatest way
favorites?
they could have explained it, dude.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman she killed it.
But I
as
do,
Poison
and
Ivy,
then so
too.
see that was the Dark Phoenix, but I want to go into Mystique as well because,
Okay.
like I said, she's anti. Well, the way they're portraying her is like
Mhm.
we were talking about it earlier, right, Nick? They're making her seem like she's a hero now and she's a good person, and I guess it makes sense though because it's
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, but not only that, I guess because it's when they were younger and before she met Eric Magneto.
Well, that storyline to the new X-Men, she grew up with Professor X, so she didn't grow up being bad. Magneto turned her.
Yeah, but in the movies, yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. In the
yeah.
movies, he converted her. So that's what I'm saying. She's anti. But even when she converted, she still kind of came back in the most recent one
Mhm.
when, Magneto tried to
Yeah.
convert the freaking robots in the future that freaking
Sentinels.
the Sentinels. There you go. See, I lost track of that. Where the Sentinels that take out all the mutants supposedly. But I still would go with Jean Grey. Dark
She is
Phoenix.
That's a good
powerful.
choice.
Dark
Oh, yeah,
Phoenix.
that's a
yeah,
great choice.
yeah. I just love the X-Men a lot that way. And I'm still looking forward to see what happens with
Yeah.
now them coming into the MCU and all that,
X-Men's dope.
Mhm.
And talking about storylines and the comics and the way they could parallel to movies or TV series and all that, I hear that San Diego Comic-Con is still up and running.
It's supposed to be in July still.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
supposed to
always
be in
been
July. It's
I mean,
supposed
they're
to
keeping
be
their hopes up.
yeah, it's happening as planned.
Okay.
Do you guys feel like it's realistic or preposterous?
More
It's not- yeah,
more
more
preposterous, honestly.
Why do you
Just
feel that
because-
way?
Just because of everything going on, and we still haven't flattened the curve with the coronavirus. I don't think it's having that many people in close proximity.
Yeah, because that's a
definitely not
huge
smart.
gathering,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
we're just a couple heads, right?
Like the
4
only
heads,
thing,
5
the only
heads.
thing I could stay working is if they like flatten the curve like by mid-May, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I think
Mhm.
they're gonna end up canceling by like June or maybe even earlier than. I think they're gonna
Yeah.
cancel by
Once
the
it
end of
gets-
this month
Yeah, they will.
because it's just really not realistic. Everything
No.
going on, and I don't think it's safe right now. I mean, heck, they've already canceled. They've already postponed the Olympics, and that's in
Yeah.
And that's the more. Yeah, that's very important.
And
And
that's at, like, the end of the month, and they
worldwide, you know what I'm saying?
and I was just
So
really,
that's the most
I was just really
gatherings, yep.
surprised because I really thought that like it was like a no brainer that they were gonna postpone or
Mhm.
cancel Comic-Con,
Especially
for
how
this
big
year.
it is.
Yeah.
Come on, you
A
get
lot of people
thousands-
there, and
Especially in San
thousands of people.
Diego,
And
yeah,
whole
do a
week.
bunch of
It's
tourists
not even
and all that.
Yeah, it's like 4 days too. Like Thursday to
3
Sunday.
days.
No, Thursday
Well,
to
people are
Sunday.
there probably all week though.
Shit.
Yeah, Thursday to
Fuck
Sunday.
that.
They're pretty much there all week though, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna end up postponing it
They
or
have
canceling this
to.
year. Yeah, it's not smart.
If they have it in July, they're gonna take the biggest hit ever.
Mm-hmm.
You could already tell that even movie theaters are gonna take the biggest hit, especially
Just
coming
in
back
general,
from this
dude.
whole thing.
Anywhere.
Everybody's gonna take a hit. No one's gonna want to be outside.
Any
still.
city you're
Everyone's gonna
at,
be
dude.
precautious. still.
Everyone's taking a hit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because after all this blows over, you're still gonna give it like 3 to 4 months to pass in order to people start feeling normal to be able to be in big groups again.
All right, so you know how there's people that are kind of like, all right, F the freaking rules and shit, like I still want to be out. Do you think if people do buy, but I think there'll be backlash, right? If people do buy and they still keep it up, people will probably be like, why are you guys still
Yeah, there'll be a huge,
allowing
there'll be
so
a huge
many?
backlash,
Why are
honestly.
you allowing so
They
many
should-
people
The
That's
to?
not
smartest thing
smart.
for them to do is to postpone it for sure.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
It's not smart
But-
right now.
Screw
You
it.
know
We'll
what?
see happens.
I've actually go with the little counter right now, dude. I mean,
Would you?
because you said what? It's in July.
Yeah, it's in July.
It's in July, man. We're what in April?
2 months.
April, May, June. No,
We got
3
two-
months,
3
dude.
months.
Two,
Almost,
3
almost if you want to run, well,
2.5.
3.5
basically,
if you
since
want to
it's mid.
say, because it's mid, yeah, exactly mid. So we're in the beginning of April right now. April, May, June, then July. So it's like 3.5 months from now. I don't know, dude. I'm iffy about it. I feel like it can be realistic.
I don't know right now, honestly. The way things
See,
look,
I
it's
see. That's right now. That's why.
Just send
See,
us videos.
all right, but
Rubes.
check it
We'll
out.
be
Check
at
it out. No,
home.
I'm not saying I'm going. Fuck no, I ain't gonna go to that shit.
How no? Why not? It's comic books though. It's
Yeah, dude.
Comic-Con.
I'll go to a
Got to.
comic book store and be like, "Hey, bro, why aren't you there right now?" And then he's gonna ask me the same thing. Why aren't you there right now? I ain't gonna know what to
The
say.
Rona.
He's gonna. I ain't gonna know what to say. But see, that's what I'm saying, dude. Right now, we're in April, bro. We're in April, you guys.
But people can handle stuff. As much as mean as that sounds, people can handle their shit. As soon as they see something,
But check
they
it.
get
See
scared.
that we don't. The same way, Venom 2 is still open, to release in October.
Yeah, but that's a more realistic timeline than July.
Yeah.
That's
Like I
only
said, 'cause
like 3 months, 4 months apart.
Either way,
The
if you
way
gi- if
we
you-
are
if you
3,
give it-
4
if you
months
give it
apart
2 to
from
3
now to
months,
the event.
So say by June, this whole thing blows over. You still have July, August, September for everybody to feel comfortable enough to go to a movie theater in order for it to sell out. Because if you do July, if you drop a movie that's not going to show, if you do Comic-Con, it's not going to sell. I mean, people already have their tickets
It's
for
gonna
sure.
sell.
Well, I'm
No,
sure.
they
I'm
don't
sure
have.
that
They don't have
people-
pre-sale right now,
They
dude.
already sold out. They
Yeah, they sell out like the year
sell out
before.
the year before.
Oh
As soon
yeah,
as it ends, they
Comic
go.
Con. My bad. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about.
I'm sure
movies for a
people
second.
already tried getting refunds for their tickets and for their hotels. So I think it's.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
Hotels
Man.
are the harder thing.
I doubt it.
Comic-Con might just be like, okay, you guys have free entrances once it happens, but hotels, that's
I don't
when it
know.
hits.
I don't know.
refunds,
This
no
might. I
nothing.
mean, shout out to the Audio Extract podcast. This might be a topic they might have to talk about. Coachella being postponed and shit. I don't know, dude. The way they did it,
Virtual Coachella.
Virtual Coachella, yes.
that's gonna be
They're
whack.
already doing.
I'll
Well,
tell you
they,
that
well, they
much.
did
It's
Wonderland
gonna
or
be whack.
Winterland, whatever
It's
the
gonna
hell
be
that is.
whack. I'll tell you
Virtual.
that much.
Yeah,
But like I'm saying, dude, the way they postponed it, that is still realistic. It's in October. The only reason that they didn't do July and all that is just because, like you guys are kind of saying right now, it's kind of iffy. They don't know it's gonna be done by then.
Right.
October is a perfect timeline. I still feel the reason why Comic-Con hasn't postponed it or canceled it or anything
they
like
know
that.
something we don't.
Nah, not that. I just feel
Conspiracies.
like
Probably.
since they did sell all those tickets and made all that money right now, they don't want to make their fans feel like, damn.
But if you already have big concerts that are making millions selling sold out tickets and they're postponing.
Yeah,
why-
but Coachella's before freaking
That's
San
why
Diego
now-
Comic-Con.
Now it got moved to October. EDC is a EDM one, and that got moved to October, and it's supposed to be in May.
Or I thought July.
No, it's in
EDC?
May. It got
See,
it got
you're
moved.
talking about
But-
pre-summer. You're talking about pre-summer, dude. You're talking about
Yeah, but
pre-summer.
we still haven't even
But
flattened the
it's
curve,
still-
and it's
yeah,
still
like I'm
supposed
saying,
to.
those are things that sell out very, very fast. Comic Con's already sold out, so why wouldn't they be smart enough to postpone like other concerts are? Especially if they want to look good
Because
and the
they're-
views of the
because
people.
they're
That's the
smart.
way
Dude.
they should go.
All right, I'm not neglecting or putting out anything other than comics. Dude, Comic-Con makes a gang of money off
Yeah,
of
but
one
there's-
off of one person more
they're-
than
they're
a
gonna
hip hop
postpone it, I'm calling it now.
or any concert,
But it's
dude.
trailers. If there's no production for any Marvel or DC trailers, why
Yeah,
are
they're
they
all
going to
getting
even have it?
postponed.
And they're
Dude,
probably only going to show more.
But see, that's why they're not doing. I feel like that's why they're not doing it right now because.
But if it's still July and production for those movies doesn't come
Then
out,
I feel
we
like
already
all
know
the
what-
actors
see,
and all the
they
guests
could-
aren't going to want to
they
go.
could
Mhm.
cancel
So-
that out. No, because they still worry about getting signatures. There's still people they
Nah,
might
hell no,
want
I
to
wouldn't-
see.
I
Who's
would-
gonna want to stand in line for 6 hours
I
just to
wouldn't.
meet one person, especially with,
All right,
this
well,
pandemic-
and
especially
possibly-
with this pandemic that's
All right,
Yeah.
but check it. When's the
that's
last
going
time you
on.
went then?
I
Why
haven't.
are
It's
you
a goal for
a
me.
person to say you wouldn't go then if
No,
you
I
haven't
want
been?
to
Hell
go.
no.
I haven't been there. I'm
Exactly.
planning to go. I'm
So
not
see, we're
gonna
not
go
one of
this
those people
year
that
for
go.
sure.
Not
I
with
have
this
people that
situation.
have gone, and I have heard people been standing there for 4 to 5 hours.
But
just
not
to
with what's
meet some-
going on.
Yeah, but not with what's going
Hell no.
on, especially with what's going on. Being in a
Damn.
freaking hole.
All I'm saying is, I feel like it's realistic because they're just being hopeful.
I mean, yeah, it's always
They're
gonna
just
be
being
hopeful.
hopeful, dude. All right,
Being-
whoa.
I'm pretty hopeful they're
All
going
right,
to
in
cancel or postpone.
July, in July or in June, we'll bring this topic back up. I'm not gonna forget this.
Call it right now. Ruben
And
knows
if you guys
Ruben
are-
knows both of us $10.
And if you
Yeah.
guys are wrong, I'm
Ruben
gonna
knows
call
it's
you guys
$10.
out.
You get
You guys
$20.
called
I'm
it.
gonna call you guys out. I'm gonna replay this video back and forth. I'm gonna put it on
You do
loop.
that, Ruben. You do that.
Damn, dude. I will.
Hashtag
You're
Ruben's
gonna owe
wrong.
me.
Hashtag Ruben's wrong.
I still remember we have a bet that we made, dude, not too long ago.
Bet.
Yes,
Don't think
sir.
I forgot.
Yes,
I'm winning
sir.
that too.
All right, but check it
Wait
out. So
on
talking
it.
about this whole epidemic and everything going on and moving forward,
Mhm.
I hear that DC and Marvel. All right, DC and Marvel crossover championed by comic writers hoping to boost sales after the coronavirus settles down. You guys think that's something that'll really happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, it already happened before. They had like a DC Marvel
Yeah, they had a
crossover.
DC
So
It's happened
It's gonna
before.
be like that, or what is it that they want to do exactly? There's just not much more.
There's not much
information.
on it. There's
Well,
not
I
much on it,
know,
but I know Donny Cates has
Donny
something to do with
Cates,
it.
Gail Simmons, and they both work for DC.
And they're both major.
Marvel.
Yeah, they're both major
I
writers
know
as of right
Gail
now.
Simmons tweeted, he posted this: when comic shops open back, as we all hope they will, I would love if DC and Marvel could ask the lawyers to step outside and have another big Marvel DC crossover. So I'm guessing they just want to try to bring something to the whole comic book world that would
Well, I don't
just
think.
boost up everything.
Well, I
Well,
don't think,
because-
I don't think Marvel's doing very good in sales right now with their comics.
Well, not only
No,
just
but
Marvel.
if
That's what I was
and
gonna
DC
bring up.
was a big hit back then. Maybe it's another big hit.
Well,
now.
No, but I mean,
Not
that's what
only
I'm saying.
that,
Though. I don't
yeah.
think Marvel's doing very. It probably is like another publicity kind of thing with like the Ninja Turtles, Power Ranger
Power
crossover.
Rangers, yeah, the crossover.
Because DC's
It
doing pretty
is,
well
yeah.
in their comics. They have a lot of interesting titles. So
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if you guys heard though, because talking about comics, the main publishers that are doing comics right now, whether it's DC, Marvel, Image, you know, IDW, all that, and even publishers that are selling to comic book stores, they've all hit a hiatus, dude. They've hit it since Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Because I like to go to shout out to Collector's Paradise out in freaking Pasadena, and that's the shop I would go to and all that. They announced it on Friday.
Oh, really?
Well, no, they announced it last Wednesday,
But they confirmed it Friday.
but they confirmed it on Friday where they say, you know what, we're not taking any curbside, anything like that. You know, it goes against the regulations and the city's regulations that they're enforcing. And yeah, dude, the main publishers that do comics aren't distributing any new comics to any comic book store in the US right now. Or I should say worldwide. And they just they hit the hiatus. So I feel like that kind of affects. I feel like that's why it's being affected right now. I feel like that's the reason why they're trying to
bring
promote
it.
this. They're trying to
boost up.
not that they're trying to boost the sales, because they did hit a big decline right now. They hit a big
course.
decline.
Yeah,
All
of course,
major,
yeah.
all major comics. Like I said, whether it's Marvel, DC, Vertigo. Vertigo is kind of DC, but you know, Image, Dark Horse, all those IDW,
Yeah.
like I was saying, all those hit a big decline. And so that's why I feel like DC or Donny Cates, you know, like you were saying, DC
Yeah.
and Marvel are trying to do another collab.
Yeah.
And not trying to boost those sales, but just trying to hit that incline right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
Right
coming
off the
back from
bat.
this,
Yeah,
they would
exactly.
want-
You
they would
know,
want
because
something that would grasp the attention of people, especially in
definitely,
like I said.
because I feel with all this going on, you know, once we come back to normal,
Yeah.
I guess I should say,
Mhm.
people aren't still gonna be worried. They ain't, well, I guess if they're naive or not, they might go back to regular spending, or they'll still go back to like, hey, you know what? I haven't been working for a while. I need to go back
Be
to
smart
this
about it, yeah.
routine. And you know what I'm saying? So I still feel like to catch people attention, that's why they're doing that little crossover. Or they're trying to do the crossover, right? Because it's not confirmed
No,
or
it's not
anything like
confirmed
that. Yeah.
They wanted.
No,
it's an
they
idea.
want it
It's
to
an
happen
idea.
It'd be a good idea though,
Yeah.
especially
I would
with
like
what's
it.
going on. It'd be a good way to be like, hey, like everything is okay now. Like check out this new Marvel vs. DC crossover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I ain't gonna
I think
lie, I
it'd be
kind of
cool.
fell off the game a little bit. Like, I haven't been collecting comics for like, I'll say since December. Since December
it's
2019.
been
Yeah,
a
dude,
while,
like this
too.
past winter, and it's been a while. And not only and that was before you know, this whole
Everything.
Corona and everything.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I kind of just the storylines, I guess. They kind of fell off, all the storylines.
they're
But
bringing
I
up a
think
lot
like
of-
this something has to do with it too, you know,
Mhm.
prior to this coronavirus and all that. I feel like they were already declining.
Right.
All major publishers, they're already declining. I feel like, yeah, this might be a boost. So
It'll be a smart play.
it'll be a smart play. And
It'd be
I ain't
cool.
gonna lie, if I feel like it's something that'll attract me, I'll buy it. I ain't
I'll
gonna
buy it
lie.
right now.
I'll buy a couple.
Come on, man.
Shit.
It's
If,
Marvel
hey,
and DC
if there's
together.
a pre-sale, count me in, man.
Yeah, support.
Because you always give those little details.
But they got to do a panel where Batman and Iron Man go to the strip club and they have a contest to see who
spends the most money.
who can make it rain the longest. They're gonna be there 2-3 hours just
damn.
looking at each other like.
Dude, you know
That was
Iron
pretty
Man's
funny.
gonna play it smart and just have one of his like technology arms just shooting it by himself while he's just chilling, spinning
Batman
game, you
has a
know,
gun,
chilling,
shoots
spinning.
out dollars. Like,
And then Spider-Man's right there collecting all the money.
Just a little
Yeah,
web
gotta
and
make
shit.
it.
That'd be funny.
That's great, man. That's great. I like our
Little
little weird
creativity.
imagination.
We should make our own comics, guys. Let's try it.
Mhm.
Dude, you actually can, man.
Yeah,
Like I
who
said, shout out to
can?
Collector's Paradise.
Who can? This is-
They actually sell. I'm pretty sure every comic book store does too, but I know that Collector's Paradise has their own little like create your own comic,
Oh, that's
draw
dope.
your own little, you know, pal,
Oh, that's
all
very
little things,
smart.
dude. Yeah,
That's very
dude,
smart.
it's
That's
it's cool. And
It's innovative.
I ain't gonna lie, I bought one. It's still untouched though. I haven't been that creative with
Good.
it, dude.
Now
I
you got
haven't
me
been that
wanting to
creative.
go and make one myself.
You should, dude.
Someday.
If you yeah, exactly, dude. You buy it, just let it sit there for a little bit, let it brew up. You know what I'm saying? You might catch some ideas, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You, art is never forced. You gotta let
Never.
it come. You know
No,
what I'm
of
saying? You gotta
course.
let it come to you.
It's a flow.
So moving on to our next topic,
¿Qué
DC Stargirl. I hear they're gonna bring Green Lantern and a new version of the Flash into the C-Dub. Well, C-Dub?
Yeah,
Josh?
CW.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's been confirmed.
Yeah, it's been
I hear,
confirmed,
yeah, it's been
Stargirl. I know
confirmed
Stargirl's supposed to
about
be
the new
bringing-
Green Lantern. I didn't know about the new version of Flash.
I
That's
know, as
something
you
new to
told
me,
me
but
in the
Josh was
Crisis on
telling me about
Infinite
it.
Earth,
Yeah, Crisis
like,
on Infinite
You
Earth,
were
man.
talking to me about that.
Yeah,
about
I
the new
think John
Flash, too.
Diggle. I think John Diggle might be the new Green Lantern.
John Stewart.
No, John Diggle, the character in
In
Arrow.
Arrow.
He's gonna
in
be Green
Arrow,
Lantern.
He might be the new Green Lantern.
He said they gave out
I think
hints.
that's.
They gave out hints. They gave out hints.
I don't really. Well, I mean, I don't
Alright,
really
have you
like
seen-
that,
Especially
honestly.
since Stargirl is like a younger.
It's a new
character,
generation,
I feel
dude.
Like the Green Lantern they're gonna bring in has to be in a younger crowd, especially if it's that type of show. I mean, we already know John Diggle to be in Arrow. You already know how he is. I wouldn't see him being brought back and portrayed into another character.
I kind of do, just because I don't know if you guys kind of seen the Arrow a couple of times and all that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
And there's times where he feels like, you know, because he's the Spartan, obviously, right? In the show,
Yeah.
he feels like he's a badass, and he is a badass in the show, you know. But there's times where he wants to be the leader, right?
Yeah.
He wants to be the
Yeah.
leader, but just like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, because I don't know if you guys noticed or if you guys haven't
They
seen
had
it.
hinted into like
No, not only that, not
universe,
that
right?
they hinted on that universe, and they used that same universe, dude. They used that same freaking how would I say, you know, where Ryan Reynolds meets with the freaking not the Green
Honestly,
The
it's been,
Guardian- the Guardians?
Yeah,
the
it's
Guardians,
yeah.
the Guardians on their freaking High Rock towers or their chairs and all that. They showed that same thing in the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths. So Stargirl was one of the Earths that's gonna be, you know, revived, and so they showed the Green Lantern universe or the world and all that. And yeah, dude, they were showing that John Diggle might be. They hinted that John
hinted.
Diggle
I
might
don't,
be.
I don't know if
new.
I like that.
It's gonna be a new
honestly.
series, so
But I don't know.
They
you-
still haven't confirmed casting for. I mean, I know they casted Stargirl already. I just don't know who the.
Yeah, they already
Because I know
they already
hinted
had
on
they already
Justice
have
Force,
all
right?
the actors and the characters for
Mhm.
Stargirl.
Yeah,
And yeah, dude,
the
at the
Justice
end of
Force.
Crisis on Infinite Earth, they hinted at Justice Society
Justice
or
Society.
Justice
There you go.
League,
More
dude.
Justice
You know what
Justice
I'm
Society.
saying?
Well,
There you go.
it looked like was the Hall of Justice, or what is the?
I think it
Where
was
they're at?
just yeah.
It was more like, yeah, the Hall of Justice, only because Oliver or the Green Arrow in the Crisis on Infinite Earth, you know, sorry, spoilers.
We all know.
He,
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
he
You all have
sacrificed
to be up to
himself.
date
He
for
sacrificed
this.
himself, but they
Mhm.
still have, you know, his emblem on the chair,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to James, by the way, man.
know.
Sorry it's so
Mhm.
late
Missing
in
out.
here,
I know,
dude. My
James.
bad, James. Man, dude. Shout out to
I
him, man.
know.
I hope he's feeling better, dude.
What version of the Flash is it gonna be? Is it gonna be? It's gonna
See,
be.
that's
Bart,
the thing.
They said a Jake Garrick one. I don't know if it's gonna be a younger version because I know on Infinite Earth he gave his life.
Yeah, he gave up his
everybody.
life for Barry, because they said the Flash was supposed to, you know, give himself. He was supposed to die on this new, you know, crisis.
Mhm.
but they didn't say what Flash. And since
Yeah.
there at the time there
Oh
were
yeah,
still
yeah.
multiple
I remember. Yeah, I
Flashes,
remember.
dude.
I
They
remember
didn't
that.
say what
Yeah.
I
Flash.
remember that.
So Jay Garrick gave himself up.
Which
And
it's the interesting turnaround because in the original comic, Barry was the one who died, who
Yes.
gave his
yeah,
life.
exactly. So that's why. See,
That's
why.
kind of
yeah.
interesting.
So I feel like that's where cinemas or TV series they kind of like
And basically, when
they
speedsters
expand or
like basically die, they go into the Speed Force, so they
yeah.
become a certain type of energy, you know. So if they do bring in a new one, it could be that same energy, and he probably went into
Hopefully,
another body or something.
hopefully, it
That's
wouldn't be
crazy.
anybody random. I'm hoping for like a young Jay Garrick or
young Jay Garrick.
Bart
Yeah,
Allen.
see, and
Yeah,
that's something that I
It'd be
want to
cool to see
question
Bart.
too, because like I said, we still have Barry Allen. They're only in season
Season
5
5.
of The Flash right
Mhm.
now, and Arrow went into season 8, and Stargirl's supposed to appear next year, if I'm not mistaken, or sometime before this year ends. I'll confirm that for you guys. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if Barry Allen is still in this universe, especially since it's a C-Dub show, how are they gonna, bring in a new Flash? Are they gonna introduce him in the are they gonna hint in the
Unless they
Flash
try going towards
series?
like a Young Justice kind of series and stuff.
Ah,
Because I mean,
I
everything that
couldn't
we
see
already
that
have.
happening because they still have Supergirl, and Supergirl is still a younger show than
Yeah, but is it as popular as Arrow and
It
Flash?
actually isn't. I feel like it's
that's why. So
not.
do you
I
see
feel like
it?
it's
Do you
not.
see it going any farther in in seasons?
Not really.
Because if it's not
I
going that
still
much, they could just cut off.
Well,
I
see,
mean,
that's the
Batgirl-
thing. They
Batgirl's what,
actually
season 2
introduce
also?
like new storylines
Season
now, and
one?
Batgirl's into that new.
Yeah, but
and Batgirl's
she just
fresh.
got-
She's
just
a
got
freshman.
introduced. Yeah,
She's
and
a freshman.
I mean, shout out Ruby
She's
Rose.
a
I know
freshman. Yeah,
she's
Ruby
back.
Rose, she's killing it. I
Yeah.
like it. I actually like it. I'm keeping up with that show right now. But like I said, I don't think they'll change that. I think they'll stick with the
Well,
characters they have
mhm.
right now, at least
Right.
with Ruby Rose and Batwoman. But who knows? Supergirl, and like I said, those emblems are already on
We
the
have to
show
wait for
of the
another
C-Dub.
crossover.
So yeah, and I'm expecting one. Not soon, but I'm expecting
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I'm
And they do really
expecting
good
one.
on that. All their crossovers have been good.
Mhm.
So
All right,
far.
but I'll just end this topic with this main question for you guys. How do you guys feel about that though? Do you guys like the fact that they're introducing a new Green Lantern and a new Flash possibly?
Well, we haven't seen Green Lantern yet, so I mean,
Yeah,
they've already
especially-
hinted at Hal Jordan in the Arrowverse, so it'd just be interesting to see which character they go with and how they go about them.
Very
Well,
true.
it's just more. I'm just more kind of interested to see like what version of Flash that they do in.
Yep.
If it kind of just sounds like it might be a random character because I don't think it's going to be a young Jay Garrick or like Bart Allen. I don't think they would introduce him. So
Nah.
it's just more. I don't.
Not right now, yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it just to see what they do and what they come up with and how it's going to affect the story.
Yeah, no. Of course, like you said, the first portrayal of Green Lantern, we did see it as Ryan Reynolds, so that was the movie portrayal. You know, now
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
see
the
it in
same
se-
universe.
We're gonna
too.
see it in a series now. You know,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be a good way. CW does pretty good on their storyline sometimes. So
Mhm.
with Green Lantern, it's a possibility it's gonna be really good. As for Flash, like he said, we don't know. It could be either Bart, we could be Jay Garrick. I know Jay Garrick's in the talks for it. Could be a young one, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's exciting.
I'm on the same page with you guys,
A lot of
it's been a
superhero shows
while
are coming
since
out.
they've had the Green Lantern, it's been a long time coming since they
Mhm.
introduced Green Lantern.
I know they had a movie going. I don't know if they cut ties on it, but I know it was in the works before. But
Yeah,
everything's
if
being
if
pushed
I haven't
back.
heard about it, I think it's in the cuts already. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If
They
I haven't
don't have
heard
the
about it,
correct
I feel like
storyline,
it's
it
in
never
the cuts.
passes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, but yeah, I feel like it's cool. I'm excited, I guess, because like I said, it's been a long time coming since the Green Lantern or TV series movie,
Yeah.
Yeah,
anything like that. It's been. I know the comic books they always bring out something new some way
Exactly.
somehow,
Yeah.
but it's different from when
And
it
that's
comes to a
respect
TV
too.
series.
You're also going back to the movie, so you're giving it some sort of
Yep.
origin to
I
it.
ain't
you
gonna lie, I
know?
feel like that has something to do with Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, we
'Cause
already,
I
we
feel
already
like
started
Ryan
on
Reynolds
Crisis.
has
We
a
already started
lot
on
to
this
do with
Crisis.
all
You know,
this.
we saw what's it called, Ezra coming as Flash, Timmy Grant. We also
pretty cool.
had Superman. What was it? He also plays Adam.
Tom Welling.
Yeah, Tom.
Oh,
Welling.
we're
He
talking-
also
oh,
play-
Ray-
yeah, he also
Ray-
plays Ray Palmer.
No,
yeah.
Ray Palmer,
No, not
yeah.
Tom Welling. You're talking
Well,
about
I mean-
Brandon Roth.
Brandon Roth.
There you
Brandon
go,
Roth.
Yeah, but I mean, he portrays.
But he portrays,
Superman, yeah, so you already know
portrays Ray
that
Palmer,
those
yeah.
were old movies. They're not super old. They're the most
Yeah.
recent ones to the ones that we had before even Henry Cavill was it. So it's good knowing that those movies are still being paid tribute,
Yup.
especially in this
Right.
That's what I like.
CW series.
Exactly.
See, and even though I know Ryan Reynolds is in the Marvel universe now, I feel like that has something to do with the way DC is trying to portray
That
that.
would be hilarious.
They're like, you know what?
Just a
He
random-
converted and he made it big. Like, why didn't we make it big while we were in DC? While he was in the DC universe? You know
Honestly,
what I'm
a
saying?
lot of actors ask themselves that, I believe. I mean, you've already seen a lot of DC actors move to Marvel. You've seen Marvel actors.
And I do, and
go
then
to
I
DC,
think we all know the answer to that too. I feel like it's because we know the storylines or the
Exactly.
script
Yeah.
wasn't the way they wanted, and they felt like, okay, if I just acted or portray it right, it might just happen. But nope,
It's
it's just it
just-
has to do
it
with the
has
way
to
the
hit.
storyline.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what
The
I'm saying? The
storyline.
way it
It
goes.
has to fit the character. You
Exactly.
put a
But
random character
yeah,
to a
I'm
random
looking forward to
storyline,
it. I'm really looking forward to Green Lantern. I really don't know how they're going to portray the new
Flash,
Flash,
especially since we
or
already have
whether
one.
it's the old version, new version. I don't think it would be a Bart, just because they introduced Nora not too long
Oh,
ago
yeah,
in this
Nora.
recent
The
season
last season,
4, if
season
I'm
4,
not
yeah.
mistaken, season 4.
She was
And
good.
so I
liked
don't
her.
feel like
Nora
they'll
was
introduce a new child,
relatable.
a
yeah,
new
related
child
to Grant,
so soon and all that, because I know Wally West is supposed to play. I'm hoping that he portrays a
Wally
bigger role.
again.
Wally West, yeah, I hope he portrays a bigger role, continuing on to the
unless Barry ends up unfortunately dying and he ends up taking it. I mean,
If
is Jesse
if
Quick
they
even in
do,
there? I
if
actually haven't caught
nah,
up with
she
Flash, or
see,
she's
that's the
just
thing,
gone.
dude. She's from Earth too, and after all this Crisis on Infinite Earth thing
Mhm.
happened,
Well, Stargirl's
supposedly
from Earth 12, right?
supposedly she was done, dude.
Oh.
Her and Harry Wells from Earth 2 died too.
Oh, damn.
And if you see the episode Cisco in this new season
Mm-hmm.
of Flash, he has those feelings. Those feelings are hurt, dude.
Right.
Like he
Oh,
Yeah,
he feels that.
he
oh,
feels that because
yeah.
you know in the
He's
first
the vibe.
season, and yeah, he's the
He
vibe.
feels
But in the
everything,
first
yeah.
season of the Flash, dude, like he connected with Harrison Wells,
In
I-
such
a
I-
hard
way,
Eobard
yeah.
Eobarton that we didn't know at the time.
Harrison saw him as a son.
He saw him as a
father
son,
figure
and that
himself too,
knowledge
yeah.
they connected because of scientific features. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As scientists, they connected, and then once that I don't know if you guys saw him,
Oh, when
where
he
he was
phases
gonna
him?
kill him, where he was
Mhm.
gonna phase him, and he actually did. But then Barry Allen messed up the timeline, and
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
but
he
Cisco
saw,
still
he felt
remembers it. He
Mhm.
felt it, and then that's when he like started
Yeah.
neglecting Harrison Wells. And ever since then, Harry 2, Harry 3, you know, all those new Harrison Wells they introduced along the
Yeah.
new Flash
Shout out
series.
to Harrison Wells, man, for all the freaking portrayals that
The
he
new
has in that show. He
Harrys,
kills
dude.
every
He
Well,
single
kills
Tom
one.
them
Cavanagh?
all.
Yeah, Tom Cavanagh,
dude.
Detective Wells.
He's killing
oh my God,
it,
that
man.
series was freaking
Like I ain't
hilarious.
gonna lie, dude. Like just because of the show itself, I hated him in season 1, dude. Just because, well, I
That's
loved
how you know
him.
it's good acting. If
Exactly.
you
It's
hate
all
a
about the acting.
character, that just means
See,
he portrays
because-
that role so good.
I hated that I loved him so
Mhm.
much. I guess I should
Yeah.
say because he was so great. Of
And
like
it
he
was just
portrayed
so
it as
unexpected too, you know?
exactly. I
He
ain't gonna
switched
lie.
off characters.
I ain't
when
gonna lie. I
the
had
Eobard-
hints to it, but I was not expecting that he was gonna be the
Yeah.
reverse Flash. You
Yeah,
know
me
what I'm
neither.
saying?
That was
So
dope.
hey,
Good twist.
shout out to the people that
Mhm.
have watched the Flash.
And we
But
still get
I
to
recommend
see
you
him
guys
as
gotta
Reverse
wa-
Flash till
See,
the
that's what I'm
season's
saying,
been
dude. He
freaking
just
dope.
came back in his recent
Yeah.
season, man, and I'm looking forward. I'm still keeping up with
I
it. The
love
only thing
com-
it
I love
sucks
the
because it's still
compassion that the new
postponed
Reverse
too.
Flash has, you
It's
know,
still
Eobard
postponed,
with
too.
Nora, like you really cared about her
Yeah.
too. So you get to see another side of basically Harrison. Well, not
Yeah.
Harrison, but
Yeah.
Reverse Flash.
I like it, man. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't
do
wait till this
good.
hiatus is over, dude.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited
man.
for what's
Can't
to come.
wait,
What's to
can't
come.
wait.
So check it out. Moving on. Favorite fighting video game. I know we talked about Marvel vs. Capcom the other
Marvel versus
week,
Cap, yeah.
but this is just overall,
Overall,
man. Overall, what do you guys?
a lot of the Batman
What's your
Arkham
favorite?
games are really good. I mean, fighting overall. The most recent one I played and I really got into was Injustice, the DC and Mortal Kombat one. Oh no, that one was a different one. But those two, the new Injustice and then the DC versus Mortal Kombat one was really good.
Oh, dude. Talking about Mortal Kombat. My bad, Nick. I'm gonna cut you off right now. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna have to go with Mortal Kombat, man. I really like those Mortal Kombat. Like, I did like Marvel versus Capcom because you know the universes that you could use, whether it was freaking Marvel or freaking Ryu and all that stuff. You know, nah, I would have to go with Mortal Kombat. And I ain't gonna lie,
Like I
like
said,
I
the focus
said,
on the fatalities. Or
like I
just
said
on those,
earlier,
and that's
dude.
the one
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
That's the peak of the game.
I think that has something to do with it. Finish him.
Yeah.
Or like you said, fatality. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, that's what like intrigued me, I guess I
Yeah,
should
definitely.
say. It
Oh,
intrigued
yeah.
me. And like I said, I'm a Sub-Zero fan, dude. I really love Sub-Zero. I would always be like, freeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I freaking
little
loved
kid
all those
voice,
moves.
freeze.
Oh,
Stop it.
man. Leave me alone. But nah, dude, I freaking loved all those video. I loved all those video games. I loved all the fighting video games, but I think it would have to be Mortal Kombat. I think with the original, all on the sticks,
Oh,
you
had the
know,
joysticks,
real
yeah.
sticks, you know,
Arcade
not
games, the
freaking
arcade,
yeah,
it's
all the
always the
arcade
arcade.
games, dude. Those are the original sticks. When people say, let's hit the sticks, I think back arcade, dude. All right, let's hit the sticks, man. What's up? But not like, not PlayStation, not Xbox.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would have to go
Need
Mortal
to bring back
Kombat.
arcades, man.
Dude, they should. Hey,
Shout
they're
out
still out
Walmart.
there, man.
I've been seeing that Walmart has those little mini ones that have the Ninja Turtle series. They need a Metal Slug one, but I think they're like
Oh, there we
200,
go.
300. Best way to get them.
They know what they're
yeah.
doing, dude.
Mhm.
They
I
know what they're
that's
doing,
smart.
man.
That's how I would have one.
How about you, Nick, though? How about you?
It would definitely be between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, just
Street
from
Fighter.
nostalgia,
Street Fighter
just
is dope.
because that's like all we would really play. I never really got into Tekken or any of like the other kind of fighting games. So probably gonna go with Street Fighter, just because like I always liked Ryu and seeing, especially because I was more about martial arts and Ryu was just a straight
Yep.
martial artist at his core and would just travel around to fight like the best people in the world, the best martial artists in the world, and constantly comparing and constantly just competing and trying to better himself. And I think just like exposing myself to that at such a young age, it was just more like, man, this is it's an awesome story, and I just really like gravitate to like the story. And honestly, probably more Mortal Kombat, but you said that, so I'm definitely gonna say
Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I
Still
saw the
very
video
Especially-
you were
still
doing
very
the other
great
day, dude.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
all of these games have been for our generation too, dude. You know, at the time that they came out, I feel like those were perfect games. You
Well, we
know,
don't have that
And they
anymore.
had like
Come
so
on,
many
you got-
You'll be
iconic
surprised,
moves
dude.
and
go to a barcade. You'll
Well, I
find that
mean,
game.
but Barcade
to
has.
Barcade.
I mean, it's still arcade games. I'm talking about like overall, like PS4 games and the Xbox ones that are.
Oh yeah,
out.
but
They
see that's
don't
the
have that
thing because
anymore,
those
you know?
graphics,
got
those
Fortnite.
graphics saying
Shout out Fortnite and Rubes.
Sub was trying to catch a dub. PSN Network, Mr. Rivera with 3 R's, 92. But damn, dude, I would really, man, Mortal Kombat, man. But
game, yeah.
Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken.
Street Fighter taking.
didn't
But
like
talking
Tekken?
about how you were talking about
No.
Street Fighter, man, really quick. How do you feel about the movie they made about that?
I was
Oh,
gonna,
it
I
was
wanted to
trash.
ask that.
Very trash.
Yeah,
I like that.
Well,
They
as
did,
well as the Mortal Kombat ones.
they
were
did a
trash.
Nah,
They did
I
a
feel like
YouTube-
Mortal Kombat was better than.
Well, they were
the-
better than Street
the
Fighter.
Street Fighter.
They did one on YouTube. It was more of like a lower budget film with like great action. The effects weren't so great because it was low budget, but like they really captured the essence of what Street Fighter was and really just got into
The martial arts.
the
and-
more it was more just more so like capturing the essence of like the characters too.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
should check it out. I forget what they're called. But I think they had like 2 short films or something on
I'll
there.
check it out for sure.
But yeah, no, the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't good. I just found it funny how Jean-Claude Van Damme was playing Guile, like
He
who's
was
this
the main,
American, the most
dude.
American badass and a military man.
I
and-
just think it was because of the
um,
timing. You know, he at that time he was in a lot of action films, like martial arts movies.
Well, no,
and
I
all
understand that, but it's just like you should have him play like a
For the
fighter,
general
a fighter
or
who's
captain
like skilled
and
in,
all that.
in Savate or like a French fighter, not freaking Guile. Like that makes no
Yeah.
sense. But it's actually interesting because he was like the main inspiration for Johnny Cage. So you would
Yeah.
have thought.
Yeah.
You would have thought. I think
I
they
like
actually
it.
tried to get him for the motion cap or the what is that called? Like not motion capture, but when they how they did like the like capturing their fighting moves in like the first couple games. What is that called?
Dude, well, they still
I
kind
don't
of do
know.
it for. They do that still to this
Because
day.
obviously
for,
it's not motion capture, but
Yeah.
he was supposed to be they wanted him
Pretty
to
high,
actually be
kinda
the
think.
actor who portrays Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I get
but
what you're saying because
because-
they do that to this day for sports games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they do
athletes.
motion capture now.
Athletes.
It's not
Yeah.
the same thing, but
Oh, okay. So okay,
but they
something
they
like
did
that.
want to get him for Johnny Cage, but they didn't have the budget
weren't
for it. He
able
wanted
to.
money, so
yeah, because I know they did that with ¿Cómo se dice? Freaking Keanu Reeves in that recent freaking shooting game or something like that. They did his voiceover and he got paid just to do it. So a lot of people thought he was gonna portray the character.
I
I don't know
don't
what
like
you're
in a
talking
game.
about.
Ah, dude, yeah, I'll confirm it for you guys.
I
Watch.
don't
I'll
know,
bring it up
honestly.
again. I'll bring it up again.
You guys know, comment below.
Yeah, dude,
Let
it's
us
the
know. I
Keanu
don't know what
Reeves.
he's
He came,
talking about.
yeah, Keanu
Crazy
Reeves. He
Rubes,
came
yeah.
out in a video game. I'll confirm it for you guys. But if you guys know it, like I said, comment down below and let me know, you guys. Let us know, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Let us know. But you know
He's
what?
talking
I want to
nonsense
move on
now.
into our next and last topic.
Mm,
All right.
let's do
I
it.
feel like it's a goodie.
What
And
is
on,
it?
and on a good
As
note.
kids, or you know what? Even to this day, man, if you could have just one superpower, what would it be and why?
Teleportation. Yeah.
Teleportation.
I've always,
dude.
I mean, going back to X-Men, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is one of my favorite X-Men.
Definitely,
for sure.
definitely.
Being able to just pop out from one location to another was just very, very dope. And then seeing
And
that,
convenient,
seeing that
right?
portrayal also in X-Men.
Yeah, that was so
Oh
dope.
my god, seeing that shit live, even till this day, that shit's still freaking amazing.
Yeah, it pretty is
that
badass.
production to that is amazing. But I
But
would say
is it pretty
teleportation,
badass just because of the move or because it just makes it
overall,
convenient?
Who wouldn't want to just say, "Oh yeah, I want to go to Italy." There you go. You're there. You want to go to the pyramids? You're there.
Okay.
Well, they actually tried to. That was the thing. They actually made it more realistic and more grounded in
Mhm.
Nightcrawler's power. He actually
Yeah,
couldn't
he
teleport
was
more
more
than like
grounded.
2
Unless he
miles.
saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had to-
unless
he had to see,
unless he knew unless he already saw how the place looks or knew where he was
Yeah.
going, he wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to
see? But
teleport
He
there.
normally
his
wouldn't be able. He
restriction.
normally wouldn't be able to teleport more than
No.
like 2 miles unless he was like under Xavier's help or control.
Well, now we
Yeah,
got YouTube
'cause his
we can see
mind was
what's
expanded.
around.
Because that's what I hated about Jumper. I'm like, wait, this dude just teleports from like London to New York, and
That
just,
Yeah.
that
I'm
was
like, I don't know.
good.
It,
I
Yeah,
like
the-
Jumper.
Oh,
Jumper was
God.
dope. I
It
liked
could have,
Jumper.
know.
yeah. It's
I'm
like
out,
I agree
shut
with
up.
Nick
That
though.
shit
The
was
way it
dope.
went.
I
I
just
don't
can't
know.
stand Hayden Christensen. My God,
It's
ruining everything,
Anakin.
ruining Star
Anakin.
Wars.
No, he did not ruin Star Wars.
Oh,
I
he
will
ruined
smack
Star
you if you
Wars.
say that
Ah,
one more
nah,
time.
dude. See,
No, he
I
was one
will-
of the reasons.
we're gonna get into
No.
this topic into the
No.
day. I guarantee you,
Hey,
man. I
you.
guarantee
You
you, we're
shut
gonna
up
get
over there,
into
back
we're gonna
there.
get into freaking Star Wars someday soon.
Oh,
I
those-
wouldn't
the
doubt it, dude.
prequels.
Die Young
the-
I
95
wouldn't
here
doubt it.
from Audio Extracts,
prequels.
looking at me, giving me faces. Don't laugh, mister.
The prequels, Star Wars
damn.
prequels.
Shout out
Yeah.
Audio Extracts.
Yup, exactly. Stefan from Audio
But yeah, no,
Extract.
Hayden Christensen was amazing. As Anakin.
Man, what about you, Nick?
Honestly, it'd either be teleportation or I really like Gambit's power where he could tap into kinetic energy. And like, I didn't even
Okay.
realize
Dude,
what
that's
exactly
awesome.
His
was
power was-
the extent of his power. Like, he can actually like charge his weapon
Right?
and like bring down a house. Or it's
Shit.
just the reason he chooses the car. Either he can he can like
Well, he
transfer
powers
his
it up.
power. Yeah,
Mhm.
he can power it to like his weapon in forms of like a blunt force, or he can like
Yeah.
ignite or have something
Yeah,
explode.
because
the
it's
reason
not just cards. It could be
Yeah,
anything he
But the
touches.
reason he chooses cards is
Anything.
because they're so light and they're so small that the minute all he has to do is tap them and
Just flicks.
They flick,
and
yeah,
they're-
dude.
Well, no,
Just like
that's why, because they're so small and so light, and by the time he taps them, it's already fully
it's
charged.
already gone.
Look at
yeah.
the flick of the wrist.
And it's just cool, like to see somebody like that. The first time I seen it, like just to see him just like pull out a card, throw it, and then have it explode, like that was so cool. So I think just having his power, because that is like something that really is very distinguished and is different from a lot of the other mutants and a lot of the other powers. And it's something like he can influence it in many different ways. Like
Mhm.
it's just he chooses the cards because it's easy and the most
most
one that's-
So what would you
convenient. I
throw?
guess I should say.
What
What would you throw to people?
Well, the lightest thing too.
I'm not
you?
that
I'm just
way.
kidding.
You gotta use
no,
extra force.
I would no
dude.
Hayden Christensen. I would just be like,
the hate.
Nah, I would have to use
And a Rubes
speed, man.
Speed?
Like the Flash, dude.
yeah,
Good
You like
choice.
you want to
Good
you're over
choice.
here saying, "Oh, dude, I could just teleport to a spot, dude." I bet you I'll still beat you there running.
Yeah, we'll try.
I'll
it.
still
Let's
beat
see.
you there running, man. You know what I'm saying, dude? He's almost as fast as
He's faster than Superman.
he's almost as fast as the fastest man alive, and that's Superman.
He passed Superman. He's faster than
he's
Superman.
way faster than Superman.
Superman can't go back in time. Okay.
That's very true. He can't.
See?
But if it came down to it,
Oh,
if
he
it
can. Yeah, he can. He can. Yes, I forgot. He can.
wasn't, see, he's fast enough.
Speed is dope. I like that choice though.
I like speed.
Yeah,
Just
speed is dope.
so see, I would say why? Why? Because you could do a lot with that speed, dude. Like Josh would say, "Oh, I could just teleport to one spot." Well, damn, I'll run my ass over there and still be cool.
Yeah, see,
And
running,
see,
though.
speed, I don't
You're
give a damn.
running.
I don't give a damn. Speed, see, this is what I'm saying. And yeah, that's damn. All right, so does this speed come with the Speed Force power? If I
No.
could say that.
I don't. Maybe
Because the Speed Force power is what gives Barry Allen
Well, then
the
I would
rest
say
of
the
his
speed.
power, which is
Well, then I would
conducting
say
electricity.
if I had one
phasing
power.
through shit.
All right.
Go ahead.
So if I say I would have one
So you
power,
just
I
want
would say the
speed.
Speed Force. No.
No,
Speed
Speed Force ain't a power, dog.
It's a
just
power.
speed.
It's a power.
It's speed.
So see, a power to
No.
create lightning and to
No.
phase is not a power.
It-
The
it's-
power
it's a
comes from the
Speed Force.
speed. It comes from the speed.
But Speed Force is just like a Spider-Verse. You got multiple fucking
No.
flashes as you have
No.
multiple
That's not true.
fucking-
You have multiple flashes, and they all have a different power sometimes. But what do they all have in common? The speed and the power to do what
You
they
get one
want
choice
with that
and it's
speed. And the speed. And what could I do with that speed? I could
Nothing,
phase.
just run.
I could
fast.
phase.
You
I
so
could
fast to make
phase.
fast people look not fast.
I could phase. I could create lightning. I could create a tornado if I wanted to.
With
A
your finger.
hurricane.
Okay. I'll give you whatever.
Yeah, you're just mad because you could only teleport. That's right.
Teleport
That's
to the
right.
lava. I want to see
And
you
you know
run from
what?
that.
You know what? I'm gonna end it on that note, bro, because I know I'm faster than you. I'm better than
Yeah,
you
You're fast.
with my powers.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still stronger.
If only we could find out,
Look at
right?
these muscles.
If only we
I
could
know, if
find
only
out,
we had
right? If
powers.
only we could find out. All right, but you know what?
I think
really
I just saw
like.
some radioactive puddle outside, Ruben. Just go lay down on it for 5 seconds. See what
be like
happens.
Adam West and
Oh.
get cancer.
I will watch. Hey, don't.
Like Mayor West, you have cancer. Oh,
Hey, don't be
He's like, oh,
surprised.
it must have been from when I was rolling around in the on
Yeah,
the
and
nuclear
then
waves.
nuclear waves.
Whoa,
Nah,
like,
you
what
know
the heck
what?
were you doing?
You
I
know
was trying to
what?
get superpowers.
I got an answer for you, Josh. Check it out. Don't be surprised if I come as the Joker one day just because I laid in that radioactive.
No,
All right,
you're not crazy enough. You're softer than
just watch.
And
Lots
on
of
that note,
kittens.
thank you guys so much for joining us.
I'm gonna come
today.
in my
yes,
purple suit.
thank you so much for
slick back
tuning in,
hair.
guys. Keep subscribing, keep
All
liking,
right, so
keep
this
sharing.
was episode
Practice
6,
social
the Heroes
distancing,
and Mutants
please.
Yes.
And
podcast.
subscribe to Higher Passion Entertainment
Yeah.
and like us on Instagram.
We'll
Most
see you guys
definitely,
next
Nick.
week.
Well
keep
said,
tuning
Josh.
in.
Appreciate you guys so much.
Giving
Thank you
the
guys.
best.
Awesome.
Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Stay hungry.